think we've played Towson 3 times, one of which is a 45-minute game, right? So 125 minutes. I'm not sure this series could be more closely contested, yet be so lopsided in the win-loss column.
Questions?
Hang on. Down 13, 52-39. I think a lot of people were advancing their brackets and thinking the number 1 seed was going to move on. And that may have been a common thought in the building, but I know for that bench, our staff and our sideline, and certainly our fans knew that there was a lot of fight left. I couldn't say this in past years. There's not a game where this team didn't bring it this year.
All right, we'll put the questions.
Shane and Coach, this is for both of you. Coach, you mentioned how much during the year Shane's a guy that maybe his impact doesn't always show up in the box score. It surely did today. So what did you make of his offensive impact? And then Shane, for you having to come off the bench and be the engine today, how important was that for you guys fighting back in this game?
I would say that he comes off the bench because it's what our program needs. He could start. He could start on any team in this league. He could start a lot of places. He will start for us. But he accepted a role that we talked about to start the season. And when you got guys that buy into roles and then do whatever is necessary, that gives you a lot of pride, joy as a coach. And the growth that you've seen, and you guys will jump into the points. Right? He also went 1 for 7 in a game, and we won a game because he's a dog on defense. And so it's an honor to coach a guy like that. It's an honor to talk to him about life beyond basketball. And he's everything Drexel student athletes should be.
I just want to do whatever I need to do to win. Let Coach decide what my role is for the game, play it by ear, but other than that, winning is all that really matters to me.
For you, Coach, you talked about the fight in every single game, and just how much of a joy has it been to coach this group this year and how hard they've fought for you?
Yeah, what's your name?
Sorry, Tyler Lochte from the University of Maryland.
Tyler, I think you hit the nail on the head, man. As a coach, you want to see growth, you want to see production, you want to see progress. But, I think that when you got the locker room of high-level people that are doing everything every day, it's not a surprise. We've had some deficits. I don't think our start was great today. We were probably one more bucket away from calling timeout, just like we were against Charleston, though, and came back and took a nice lead in that game. So I thought after being down, was it 6 or 8-0? Then it's 9-7. And I think Shane had a lot to do with it. Kind of got us going. But, yeah, I think as coaches, that's where you find the joy, the progress, right? Only one team is going to be a winner at the end of this tournament. So the other 13 got to come to grips with how they go about their business and what they do and how they invest in a lot of different ways with that word in the growth of their student athletes. And I think that I'm really proud of what Drexel's trying to do, is going to do, but also it does bring joy. This guy came in at Fairfield, right, and hit 2 NBA threes. If he's not aggressive today, it's not a game. Yet, when you go in the locker room and you hear our guys talk, they're all down themselves about a defensive stop here or there. And that's what we've been. We've been a good defensive team.
Along those lines, Zach, when you have a guy like Williamson that can pull up from 26, 27 feet, and you guys are largely defending him well, and he's still doing what he's doing, how frustrating is that, and how challenging is it just to kind of regroup after he does that a couple times?
Yeah, Patrick, I appreciate you saying that. You've seen us play enough to know that we went out of off script in terms of how we normally guard guys, and it was warranted. And I thought we executed it well. We guard 4 one way, 15 another, and force him to make some bigger guys be more of a playmaker. Played some 1-3-1. All right, we've had that in the bag, but didn't use it. So credit to them. I think he's a 40, right? He's a 41% shooter. Today he was 70%. So if he's not out of this world, a lot of ifs there, right? 77, 76. I do think that if you followed us, we've had some tough offensive rebound from free throws that have been painful. And unfortunately, we added one more video clip to that today. Thought we may have got a travel, ended up a jump ball here or there, right? But actually, it was a big call, if I'm being honest. When you fall, usually it's a travel. But listen, the rebound happened, right? And then it led to a made three. So those are big plays. But also, I thought our start put us in a tough spot. But yeah, to answer your question, he was rolling, and may have done more than 7 for 10 if this guy wasn't doing a good job and making some hard shots and making his shots even harder. How many of those were catch and shoot? I think maybe one, maybe a 30-footer was a catch and shoot at the end of the shot clock. After that, they're all step backs, they're off the bounce. That percentage is usually pretty low, and I think we were respectful. It wasn't like, hey, go ahead and shoot it. He made them, right? And then they went 2 for 4 from the foul line. Am I reading that right? All right, excuse me. 7 for 13 from the foul line. 7 for 10, so 6 misses. What else, guys?
Shane, Jack Suzanin from the University of Maryland. Coach talked about how your aggressiveness really kept you guys into this game. Just talk about the confidence that he gives you to be that aggressive, both on the offensive and defensive ends.
It's just, I guess, what you expect from a coach, just pouring into you in practice every day, every game, let you know what your role is. And he made my role pretty clear of making winning plays. So I just know I can go out there and just play my hardest and figure the rest out, and he trusts me. So that's all.
Anything else? All right, guys.
Enjoy the tournament, guys.